Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. You already know the drill, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Elia Vanessa Santiago Aguilar, or you can call me EVSA. So we are back for the final episode of Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. And this one, oh yeah, everything's about to go down. So in this episode, I wanted to go ahead and just watch the last and final song, because there's only one, of this season, and basically give my thoughts of how the season went, how I liked it, how I didn't like it, maybe look online and see what other people thought about the whole entire season, or I guess just the series in general. Future EVSA here. So sorry guys, whatever I just said right now was a lie. I don't have that footage any longer, but I will be sure to explain later. So, I know there's a lot of hate, I know there's a lot of love, so I wanted to delve into a little bit of all of it. But before we get started, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. To kick off the episode, we are told about the plan that Emily, basically Heaven 2, and the Hazbin Hotel have come up with to not only get Penchas on a big screen to prove that redemption is possible, but also to save Angel, and to stop the weapon, ergo also save Lucifer, even though they don't know that yet. Excuse me, what is in this tea? Because it's like making me... But the party has started, and Vox is just being the stuck-up prick that he always is, and no, I don't even think that's the word. More so egotistical, and basically pushing Vox and Val away. Like having Charlie sit next to him, telling Vaggie just to, piss off because, she's an angel and she doesn't deserve a spot at the table or whatever. Because of everything that he is doing, well, it pisses off Val and Velvet, and they decide to leave, which is part 1 of their plan. Already working and going into, okay, we got it. We made sure that they're good, that they're leaving, so now we can sneak in and everyone can go in their teams. Cherry and Husk go get Angel. Baxter and Nifty go to the control panel so you can get the systems working to get the broadcast up to Heaven. So it seems like things are going pretty smoothly. But when things go very smoothly, it never happens that way. Something bad is about to happen. And even Charlie, she's just like, ha, I got you. Yeah, we got it. And I want to show everybody that this redemption idea is possible. And I'm going to show you here. But it doesn't end up happening, because Val and Velvet caught on because of a little spy swimming around in the tanks. We've met this little spy before, and yeah, that didn't take long. Val goes after Angel, Velvet goes after Nifty and Baxter, and of course Nifty had made a promise of, look, when you're with Baxter, you protect him at all costs, so that way he can get the job done. And she's like, psh, psh, I got it, don't worry, I got it, I'm your girl, right? She didn't actually say that, but that's basically her mentality there. But now that everything is going downhill, Emily tries to step in and is like, look, no, I can assure you, it is all true. And it's good that, if anything, she was there, because she was the one that actually, in my case, or what I thought, meant no harm and was trying to make things right. Sir? Sir? My dog is scratching himself under my desk, and because I have a mat that's like, the noise, so if you heard that, my bad. Emily says her speech, Charlie joins in, and unfortunately, where they thought they had muted Vox, because they legit muted him, and you could see it on his little screen, which was pretty freaking hilarious, they notice everyone's kind of just giving that blank stare, and they're like, why is everybody looking at us like that? And we realize that the screens are now showing all of his hypnotic eye screen. So no one can hear anybody, no one can see it, and it's like, oh, Okay. Even the overlords, which, yeah, the overlords were invited so that way Vox can again stroke his ego. Like, yes, I am the best sinner in all of hell, and I'm better than all of you. So you're invited to my party, so then I can just go on and gloat, right? Even they're completely hypnotized, and it's like, oh, okay. Damn. So... Vox has the upper hand once again, and he's basically belittling Charlie again. He's like, what I need you to do, I need you to say to everyone that I am the biggest and best and, well, I guess worst, all-powerful sinner in all of hell. She's like, what? I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. Like, what do you mean? And here comes Alistair, because obviously he's there. He's tied up to the chair still, but he's still there, so Vox can gloat. And he looks at Charlie and he's like, you know what? Go ahead and stroke my friend's ego. Tell him. And she's like, Alistair, what are you talking about? Like, what do you... I don't understand. And he's like, can you do this one simple favor? Which happened to be the deal he made with her in season 1. So, okay. She decides to say, broadcasted to everyone in hell, that Vox is the most powerful sinner in all of hell. And this breaks Rosie's deal with Alistair. Now, I know you're wondering what's going to happen, what about... What? He's still chained up in there. He's still under Vox. So, how is he going to get out of that? Well, his conditions of you own me to Vox, like Alistair to Vox. You own me. My only condition is to let these two, be it Husk and Nifty, go back to their little hidey hole, which was the Hazbin Hotel. And you are not to lay a hand on Charlie Morningstar. And we all know how Vox likes to be very touchy-feely. And he's here thinking, oh, that's never going to happen. Like, I'm never going to do that. But then he goes, thank you, and grabs her shoulders. And that's what broke the deal. Alistair literally calling him an idiot, and he's like, what do you mean, this? Touching her? He's like, I didn't hurt her. And he's like, well, I didn't say you had to hurt her. I said you are not to lay a hand on Charlie Morningstar. And he's like, you're really playing that game? Like, that's really how it was? And he's like, I'm a demon in hell. Of course I would. It's my business. It's our business. So, you're an idiot. And then after that, we don't really see him too much because he's just like, you know what? I'm free. Away with this shit. I don't need to worry about any of this. And he kind of just disappears and does whatever the hell he's doing. I don't know where he even goes. Oh, wait. No, I'm lying. That was after. Because at this point, he has his... Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have his full power because his staff is still broken. And decides to fight Vox with all the power that he still has. And if anything, it's a lot more than when he was tied up to both Rosie or Vox. So there was a big fight scene. And once again, they fight for a good maybe 5 minutes or so. Until Vox is just like, come here, boy! And calls his freaking shark. And Alistair even says it. He's like, you can't even fight me one-on-one. You need the help of your dog. Are you kidding me? And it's just like, bro. Alright, whatever. So, going back to, again, how the plan of everything failed. Now, just as a fair warning, I do tend to mess up Val and Velvet's name, so bear with me here. Basically, Val was fighting Nifty, and they're still fighting. And then, oh wait, no, sorry, Velvet. Sorry, I get Velvet was the one fighting Nifty. Val was fighting Husk and Angel, or not Angel, sorry. Husk was fighting Velvet along with Cherry. But if anything, the V's, except for Velvet, have a tendency to just be like, take care of it for me. Just do something. Or have someone else by their side to fight their battles. Because Val decides to sick his little Fizzarali robot, female Fizzarali robot, on Husk and Cherry, and they were able to get out of it, to a point where even Husk and Cherry then go on to fighting Val, and obviously 2 against 1, Val can't do it. You may be asking where Angel is this whole time. Well, he's drugged. He's literally out of his mind, can't even see correctly, he's blurred vision and everything. So Cherry, in the beginning, puts him in a damn bag to get him out of there. And she said that she's done this before, and I don't doubt that. But he's stuck in the bag still. And when Val is finally getting his ass whooped, I believe it was just by Cherry, Val does the little, "Angel, honey, please, can you help me?" And because he's still hypnotized, he went and grabbed Cherry and started choking her. And he's just completely out of it. So Husk is trying his best to wake him up. He's like, "We're your friends! We're your friends!" And even Cherry's like, "We don't need the power of friendship," literally being choked the hell out. And then finally, Husk just... And Angel's like, what the are you doing? And then he sees that Husk is looking at him worried. Val's still on the floor, beat as all hell. And then he looks down and he realizes that he's over Cherry. One set of his arms completely choking her. He's like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And that was that. Val ends up getting up just for a second because Husk's back is turned, tries to, like, "I got you, say goodbye," and he's like, "Okay, goodbye." Blows him up off the roof. And then, yeah, that was that fight. With Nifty and Velvet, well, let's just say her magic only got her so far. Because Nifty's holding her off, Baxter almost has everything sent over to Pensius, and then Nifty is getting her ass beat. So at this point, Baxter comes in, interferes with her magic and her little social media phones and everything, and blows her up and off the roof. Here's the thing. No one realized, because when she was done, when she was kaput, right? She fell in just a bunch of little pieces. She was a doll. And no one realized that. And I'm like, I knew because of the merchandise and also watching, like, Ayla Mao, who literally starts his videos of, "Did you know this in Hazbin Hotel? Did you know this in Hell of a Boss? Did you know this in Amazing Digital Circus?" And it was something where even my husband, he's like, "Oh, are you watching that? Did you notice this?" So that's his, like, tagline, if anything. But he did mention about how some of the products that they were selling for the first season had all of them dressed in, like, Halloween attire or even bathing suits. I think that was what he saw. He saw bathing suits, and how the fact that all of her limbs looked like they could come off because it all had, like, the little, right? So, and he's like, she's a doll. Like, that's how it is. And that's another reason why she's always constantly changing her hair, changing her outfits. She's a doll. So, when everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that," I was like, I knew that. I knew that. Psh, get out of here. But anyways, so it seems like everyone's got a good hand on their situation. Everyone's good. Everyone's winning their outcome. Except for Alistair versus Vox and his pet shark. Unfortunately, the shark did a thing where he wagged his tail too much and catapulted Vox all the way back to the gala that he was hosting. And because he's power hungry and he's a new form, actually, he decides to use the weapon on everyone. Not just heaven, but all of everyone in hell and heaven. He didn't really give a damn. So, as Alistair's still fighting the shark is just causing nothing but mayhem, along with his owner, who's going around and blasting it everywhere. And it kills a lot of Hellions, a lot of sinners, and a lot of people. This is a point where then Charlie and Emily go, we need to help. We need to do something. I don't know what to do, but we need to do something. And they go helping all the people that are in distress, doing like a whole Supergirl thing, and doing the best that they can. Because honestly, how are we going to get Vox to get off of the damn laser when no one knows how to fix it, or no one knows how to shut it off? Baggy in the beginning was even like going off, since, you know, no one cared about her, and went to Carmilla because she was there, like, okay, you built it, how do you shut it off? What do we do? And she's like, I'm not getting involved with you again. I've done too much. I already did it one time. I did it one time with him. No, I'm not doing it. I told you, we're not doing this anymore. So she's like, fine, I'll figure it out myself. And she's the one that goes to open the panel and everything like that, finds Lucifer, and she's like, okay, now we got to figure out, what do I do? How do I do this? Maybe I cut this, or I don't know. And literally just the spear just not really doing anything, right? It's just like, where do you go from there? How are we going to get through this? Even looking at everything going on, Valentino and Velvet go and see that he's going crazy, you know, whatever. Val obviously finds that hot, and he's turned on by that. And Velvet's just like, no, stop it. And at one point, because he was just doing way too much, he starts to see that his ratings of who loves him so much are plummeting. Like crazy. Just, phew. No, like, no, like, oh, well, kind of, no, just plummeting. And so he's like, you know what? Fuck all of this. Hell, heaven, I'm gonna have to censor a lot of this, my bad. But he's basically just giving the bird to everybody and is like, I don't care about anybody. All I care about is wiping that smug grin off of Alistair's face. Because even Val and Velvet are just like, what are you doing? What's going on? And Carmilla's saying, the more you use this weapon, it's going to explode in the end. And he's like, I don't care. He's like, I am a god. I don't care. And Valentino and Velvet finally step up as individuals and take his ass down. Because they're like, you are absolutely not going to sacrifice me for a damn deer. And something happened where Valentino was so upset that he just ripped Vox's head off, and I was like, whoop! Well, that's a way. That's something. Mind you, the weapon that he was using, going on a massacre, did affect a lot of people. Literally wiped half of the population out of existence. Even to the point where when Emily was trying to help, when she tried to actually help Alistair, one of her wings got caught in the beam, and now she's hurt. And mind you, Sarah the whole time was watching everything. They have their little portal, just like they did when they were watching Charlie trying to call for them in a couple episodes ago. I can't remember exactly which one. Here they are trying their best to figure out what to do and what's going on. And this weapon also shot through the system that Vox had, so now Baxter has nothing to work on, and Penchus is working his butt off trying to get this to, wait, okay, now I gotta, and he's just going crazy. Everything looks horrible. Because if it wasn't Vox that was going to kill everybody, it was just the damn machine that he decided to have made for him. With everything going on, Sarah was like, no, we're sending the troops. And Penchus is just like, no. Give me a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time, and we'll get this done. I promise. And she's like, okay. But she looks at Lute and Abel and says, at least go get my sister. Go get Emily. Because she needs to be here. She's hurt. I need to see her. And that was a really horrible decision. But now we get into the final song of the season, which is Hear My Hope. And mind you, this one kind of, I didn't know how to feel about it at first, because it's like, we're just doing this big finale. It doesn't seem in character, but I will explain more when we get into it. So, I give you Hear My Hope.
Hear my hope, let it echo in every soul that needs something to believe. Take my hand, never let go. Even one soft sound can shake the hardest ground.
Can I also say, we're going to see more, but because it was a gala, because it was a pretty, like, formal party, seeing the characters in different attire like this, I was like, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I didn't say anything before just because it's like, let me get into the nitty gritty. And then when you see it, you'll understand. So.
And even if we die striving to find the peace we lost, at least we'll know we tried, didn't stand by with fingers crossed. Raise your voice like the fire, till our hopes and fears reach a billion years. Lend your breath.
And then this! Because it's like, only overlords have power. So nifty. Here's going to be the other one. I already said, who is Lilith? No, that's not what I said. I said, who is Carmilla? Who is Rosie? Now who the hell is Nifty? She was an overlord too? What's her history? I don't know. But again, only the overlords have magic. They're the only ones that have powers. And I can prove it because when you see Vaggie come up, who is an angel, she's an exorcist angel, but she's still an angel. Just watch.
Join the choir. Let the music span o'er this broken land. And many years from now, if any live to hear this song, a story about how all hell joined hands and sang along.
Notice! Vaggie doesn't do nothing. She's just there to support. Angel, who I love very much, was just there to support. Cherry, Baxter. That was like a revelation I didn't expect to see. So I was like, whoa! Nifty! What? Anyways.
It begins with just one note, a crescendo till the end, no matter what it takes to stay afloat. Hear my hope.
Oh! I paused it right when... But, okay. So, to give more context, well, it's too late. The weapon is going to explode. And they have no idea what they're going to do. So, the best thing that they're thinking of doing here is putting it in like a bubble, force field, something, with their magic, with their combined magic, to see if we can do this, if it can happen. But either way.
What are you doing here? I'm here to finish what I started.
Let's get Emily and
No,
go.
how can you be so cold-hearted? Everybody dies if we don't do this. And so be it. Don't persist. Or what? I'll take your other eye. Just try.
Loot, this isn't what we talked about.
Abel, please. We don't have time for this. Shut your mouth, abomination. Abel, you can stop this. Abel, enough.
I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna take a breath because I know what's gonna happen next. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But, yeah, tensions are high. I know, again, she's supposed to be a sleeper villain. But I wish they still did more. I really do wish they still did more. So, here is probably one of the reasons why this song is bumped up to being one of my favorites. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Can't breathe, vision's getting blurry now. Nosebleed, never been so worried. Am I supposed to handle the pressure? It would have been better if I were anybody else. Dear Dad, tell me what you would have done. Too bad that I'm not your bravest son. Why I have to be big to lead? I wish that I could be anybody else.
Pause. Because you can't tell me. Like, the moment that you heard his start to go, I know that usually every character, from what it seems, Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. Every character has a specific instrument. I might actually be thinking of something else. But also think, Adam was an electric guitar. Adam was the guitar, so obviously his son is going to be the guitar as well. The moment that you heard the guitar, the drums, his voice, you were like, oh my gosh, this is Fallout! This is Fallout Boy! And that's exactly how it was. And I was like, yes, yes. I wanted him to get at least a little bit of a segment of, this is your song, this is what we're doing. But, oh my gosh. Anyways.
I'm supposed to do something. Am I supposed to do something? Do I run? Do I dare? Can I grant my own prayer? Get a grip, throw a pair. Let me stop you right there. There's no cause for attack. Swallow your pride, cast your blood lost aside. Bitch, you better fall back.
No! Oh my gosh. And if you did not hear that, like if you did not hear it, literally go back to listen to it. And you don't even do my video. Go back to listen to the video. I'll have the link in the video here. But if you listen, Adam sings with Abel. This is the moment that, oh, Abel has become the leader. Abel has become what Adam wanted. And Lute sees that. Now, I don't know why she backed down so easily, but I get it was for time. Because it's like, all it took was Abel just to tell you, just to call you a say back down. Because I'm like, okay. Whatever. Maybe it was, again, for time. I don't know. But, yeah. Love that part. Let's keep going.
I can't hold it much longer. We got you. We need to be stronger.
We've done all we can, there's no way.
No left to save the day. It's okay.
You would risk your life for souls that heaven.
Zestio! Told you he'd be back. I mean, this wasn't before everything happened, but the moment that she were to come to, oh, this is all stupid. I should not have done this. And he comes back. OTP right there, honestly, because I love them together. They're so sweet. This was one of the parts where I was like, we're really going to have everybody come together? Like a little family? Come together? Really? All the overlords in hell? Not just sinners, but overlords? Okay.
We cannot just stand by. It's time to match your strength of will.
Hear my hope. Save us from letting go. Give every soul that needs something to believe. Take my hand just for a never let go.
I never mentioned it before, but this overlord right here, old character from way back in the day that Vivian made. I remember seeing the voice headcanons that she wanted, like a whole video. I made one similar. I never posted it, but I made one similar for something I had in my stories because I was just like, oh, that's actually pretty rad. I like that. And when I saw this character, I was like, oh my gosh! He made it to the big screen! And I'm pretty sure he was in like the first season, but I never caught on to it. So I'm glad that he is an overlord, but yeah, it's better late than never to point it out, right?
Even one small sound can shake the hardest ground. Why don't you help them, you double-dealing manipulator?
And here we go. I can't remember. I think he probably got hurt, but I can't remember exactly. I think he was just avoiding everything, to be honest. Because, again, he's on his own. And here comes Rosie, confronting him like, how dare you? How dare you? But I digress, so.
What's in it for me? I don't work for free. You want help? Well, you know the fee.
I will not reward a snake like you.
You'll watch them die unless you do.
You wouldn't dare.
Quid pro quo, it's only fair.
You really are a demon pet.
You knew my game the day we met.
And here we are. Alistair's in control. Obviously, because Rosie loves making deals. She made a deal with Alistair. And oh, that just spells so much damn trouble for the next coming seasons. Because I don't even know if they're trying to make Alistair a villain. He seems more of an anti-hero than anything. So it's like, what are your plans there? But we'll see. On with the show.
Hear my home, let it thunder across this frightful ring till every last soul sings.
Now, fuck it, come on.
My hand will take your hand.
Wait, what?
Perfect harmony will change our destiny.
What the fuck is happening?
And many years from now, if any live to hear this song, the story of how we learn together, we are strong.
No.
With just one goal,
Stop it! I hate this!
a crescendo till the end, no matter what it
Ruining everything!
takes. Hear my hope.
Yay! We love it! It was great! Yeah! Oh goodness. So yeah, that was the end. And even again, this was such a cliche type of ending because it's like, oh, we're all gonna come together, this and that, blah blah. But Zizi in the end is like, so we ain't talking about this again, right? Like we're gonna act like this never happened, right? And everyone was kind of just like, yeah, well, that, nah, I'm not a softie, nah. So I was like, okay, cool, awesome. So yeah, that was season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. And what a ride. To also say, because obviously they're going to sew up any of the other conflicts, I guess, that they had. They really left a lot of cliffhangers. Like, majorly. I was really upset because everyone's happy, everyone's good. We did get through 2 Penches because he's still working his ass off. And he comes down, hello, it is I, Sir Penchus. Do not trust what Vox is saying. And then, of course, Charlie's just like, oh my gosh, you look so damn. And he's like, wait, what's going on? She's like, we're already done. We already did it. Everything's fine. We're good. We're like, everything's fine. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. We'll carry on. And here comes Cherry, and she's like, hello? The hell? And he's like, oh my gosh, I wanted to see you for so long. So, how's it going? And I'm like, boy. And I agreed with Cherry in this because she's like, you really asked me, how's it going? When you died for me, you literally left me here? Like, are you kidding me? And he's like, well, and she's just like, you're a dork. And she didn't say I love you, but let's be honest. She's like, I can't be mad at you type deal. And then we do see a moment where Baxter and Nifty have their little, like hugging and everything. And Angel goes back to Valentino. That hurt. Again, just can't leave my boy alone. Just can't have peace. I understand why he went back to Valentino, but at the same time it was like... And then Husk, Keith David, with the acting. Oh my gosh, just left me in tears. Because Angel is like, I can't go back, I'm going back to Val. And they're like, why? We won, everything's fine. And he's like, I don't know who I am anymore. I literally did things I don't even remember. And he's like, I don't have a choice anymore. And of course they're like, no, you do. And his lines of, I didn't have a choice when I had my hands around your throat, looking at Cherry. And it was like, I see his point of view. But stop self-destructing. It's like, no, don't do that. And it's a point where Husk is just like, no, 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 please, please, just stay here. Come home. And he's like, I'm sorry, I can't. What mascara running down his face. And he goes back with Valentino. And there was a part where Husk was just like, but please, please, come back. And I was like, my heart! So that's what happened there, and hopefully we'll still be able to see Angel in the future. I'm sure we will. Blake Roman is an amazing actor. Like, obviously he's going to reprise his role. Angel's the one that brought us into this. Angel was the first sinner to be admitted into the Hazbin Hotel. Like, the first... I can't even think of the word. I'm just so messed up about that. Like, when I think about it, just... But on the brighter note, Lucifer's still alive. You may have thought that because of the whole blowing up of the bomb, but all of that was underneath, so we didn't have to worry about that. So Lucifer's still alive, just a little, because you know it took a lot of power out of him, and everyone seems to be happy. Vaggie has her new name. It's just Vaggie without the E. Sure, I guess. And then the hotel's booming. Business is booming, everyone's back, everyone's happy. Cherry and Husk are still thinking about Angel. They're worried about him. They're always looking after Fat Nuggets. Everyone seems to be happy, including Alistair, because he's no longer held down by anything. It's also kind of hinted that he may find his new fun in messing with Lucifer now, since he's back in the hotel as well. And all of this to say, you know, Charlie's still calling her mom constantly, and she's like, you can delete all those messages, like, we're actually doing really well, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, yeah, I can't wait for you to see this, see what's going on when you come back. Seeing that, and there's literally eyes everywhere on the walls. And I'm like, symbolism! Symbolism! They don't do this for nothing. They actually do this on purpose, not, yeah, I'm tired. So she makes her call, satisfied, happy, puts the phone down, leaves the room. Then all of a sudden, ring, 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 ring. Mom? Done. I'm like, bro! What you mean? What you mean we're done now? But anyways. And finally, what everyone has been asking and waiting for since the beginning. What happened to the full breakdown? Well, unfortunately, the audio did not come through, so now these are more lost clips. And I can't lip sync every single word that I said, but... Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am super thankful for you guys joining me on this Hazbin Hotel train. We'll probably still get on it when Season 3 and 4 and hopefully 5 come out again. And yeah, I can't wait to share more with you guys and more reactions, more experiences, more projects in the future. But be sure to subscribe to get those updates. Like, comment, and share so that way we can get this out to more reaches. And I will see you guys in the next adventure. Bye.